is fun.
She's interested in the world.
She's bright.
She is a hardworking student who can really handle the rigor well.
She asks a lot of questions.
Ketty is very brave and she shows a lot of courage.
I see her as a compassionate person.
She has a lot of artistic qualities in her.
Just volunteers a lot and puts a lot of herself into what she does.
If there were the award, she'd probably have the Best Smile Award.
She's always willing to try something new.
She is a good communicator. Whenever we give presentations, she speaks well, she articulates, and really does a good job of holding people's attention.
So when I first think of Ketty, I think of the first day I met her and her dad for summer camp, and they came by and Ketty asked me if she could see the textbooks for the school year. And I thought that was great that she was so dedicated to learning, but I also thought it was great that she had no idea what she was in for at QISS and that it wasn't all about textbooks.
In AP Chemistry, there was kind of an inside language that I didn't understand in the beginning, but after a few weeks into the course, there was a little note that another student had written on Ketty's homework, and it said, "Ketty is an invalid." And I thought, well, that's not very nice. Well, I found out I was pronouncing it wrong. It was actually an invalid.
Yeah, that's actually a term from the 1997 film Gattaca that we watched in class.
This was a term that the students like to use toward each other in this class. They would say, tell Ketty or whoever, you are an invalid.
I should have never shown them that movie.
People were always calling each other an invalid. I thought about, boy, if somebody walked in the lab right now, they would hear all the AP Chem students calling each other these names. But then I realized, well, at least they're speaking English.
She's the only student who I've ever counseled who, when I said what's the #1 criteria in a college, she said it has to be as close to the White House as possible.
You wanted to live in the Capitol. You wanted to see the White House. And so I hope you get a walk by there often when you have your study breaks and enjoy being in the Capitol.
Ketty, I wish you the best of luck in the future. I know that you have bright things ahead of you.
Hi, I'm Ketty. I know that I'm gonna graduate today, so I have so much to say and many thanks to give to my beloved people. Firstly, thank you my parents for enduring my bad temper and somewhat momentarily explosive mood throughout this senior year. Thank you Dad and Mom for saving me when I was arrived on my path and when I overlooked my responsibility. Thank you for reminding me of my schoolwork. Thank you for comforting me and accompanying me when I lost my temper. I want to say sorry for all my stubborn behaviors and vulgar language. 我会想你们的 and Ketty loves you forever. And also I want to say thank you for all my teachers. You taught us so much knowledge either academically or in daily life and treated us like your own children. Thank you for always being patient when we are rebellious. And thank you for all the low scores you gave us. It's really a good life lesson for us to learn, and it will be so useful for us in next 4 years in college. And thank you, Dr. Taston and Mr. Page and Miss Smith for your support. And thank you for Miss Joyce for being our counselor. And thank you, Mr. F, Mr. Underwood, Mr. McNair, Miss A, and Mr. Smith, and Dr. Kim, and all the teachers who have taught us in the past 3 years. 还要感谢我的刘老师，虽然你不能看到我的 video， 但是一定要谢谢你1年以来对我的教导和关心。如果没有你，可能我根本就不能毕业。你一直是我心中的 idol. And then lastly, so many thanks to my friends. We've been known each other for almost 3 years. We've been shopping together, eating together. Each one of you has a special meaning to me. You guys never blamed me and raising me up when I can see our love when we look at each other. 将来会想念你们，也会感谢你们的陪伴。Good luck QISS. Bye.